the things I love telling people about this, and one of the things that always happens, they go, we're different. Now, my company's different.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to address that thing about our company's different, because we know that this works for people like me, a trainer. It works for plumbers and hairdressers and all that sort of thing. And also we know that you're doing it for instrument panels for aeroplanes.
Manufacturing.
Yeah, basically manufacturing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you're making, providing it's small and bespoke. You've proved that works.
You could probably do it for big and bespoke. That's the bespoke bit, I think, is the biggest challenge because you can't automate it.
Yes, because obviously if you're making, say, yogurt,
Yep.
you just want a production line with yogurt pots going through.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do, even though you might perhaps want the production people to order their own parts and maybe have their own stores or whatever, but it'd be very difficult for an individual person to go and be a salesperson to go to the supermarket and sell the yogurt and have a share. So I don't know whether it would work for an absolute flow process.
Well, unless you can have lots of machines. So rather than having one single yogurt machine, let's say you had 10 yogurt machines. So one single yogurt machine with 10 people on it, or do you have 10 small yogurt machines? And obviously, the one single yogurt machine might be seen as more efficient.
But it's a single point of failure.
It's a single point of failure, and anything goes wrong with that, it's just straight down. Yeah. Whereas if you've got 10 machines with 10 people, if they don't one person doesn't turn up or a machine breaks down, you've still got 90% of your utility.
And then you can measure the profit on each one.
And then you can measure the profit.
And off you go.
And they can sell to let's say a sales team who are getting the orders from the customer, and then they can sell to them.
So you can
have an internal
one customer-facing sales team, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was.
But that doesn't preclude you from when that person started up a yogurt making facility, their dairy, they would have done sales as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's usually only when they've scaled to a certain size they've said, well, no, we're now specialised. And there's nothing stopping you from saying, why not be a bit overstaffed in our production line so that all the times at least one person can be out doing sales.
Yeah. And they could certainly do the looking after the customer part of sales, if not prospecting for new ones or whatever.